I think I showed you guys this before on one of my other previous videos, but these are the two Teslas out here in back that they use for test driving. Here's your Model X. You can notice by the big butt in the back here. That's a little higher up. Here's your Tesla dual motor. I think it's Model 3, I think. But doesn't even say anywhere. Anyway, that's your Model X, and I'm pretty certain this is the Model 3 or Model S. Doesn't even say. I thought they had it on the back. I'm not seeing it. But it's all-wheel drive. So, yeah. But it's a beautiful car. So let's go inside and see what we got inside there. So they're using a wall outlet here. Looks like a level 2 outlet, like a washing machine, kind of washer or dryer. But charging it. Dual motor Tesla. Beautiful car. Alright, so here we are inside the Tesla store here at the Market Street. And this here is the Model X. This is the one that I test drove, or one similar to it, and got dizzy. I had to quit that real quick. This here is the Model X. And here's the inside. Here's the back seat, second seat, because this thing actually has 3 rows of seats. And then back here, you can't really see it because it's dark. The seats are folded down, but there's actually right there is where a 3rd row of seats is, but right now it's folded down.
But we joke he's going to be our next Elon Musk. But that's what he wanted to do. Last year he built a robot, a little tiny robot, which is 4th grade, but he wanted something to clean up his messes.
Anyway, so that's the Model X. 2020 Model X. Yeah, the next one here is the, this here's the Model 3. Yeah, that's a nice, I call it candy apple red, but I don't know what Tesla actually calls it. It's an expensive paint job, I know that. So, Model 3. These are at the Tesla store in Market Street area, on the far side when you enter from the Macy's entrance. And here's a destination charger for the Tesla. And like I said, you can get the adapters for your J1772, which is what I use for regular charging on my Leaf. You can get the adapter and plugs into here. This here is the ending of it. Destination charger. You just connect that to this, and then or this into your adapter, and charge your Leaf or your Bolt or whatever. And I'm pretty certain this is the Model S. I'm sorry. The other one's the 3, the one we're going to look at next. This is the Model, this is this, because you can see right there, Model S. I wasn't seeing that earlier. So, let's go take a look at the Model 3. This is dual motor Model 3. Nice little gray color. So today's Monday. It's the 9th or 10th. I'm not sure of the date at the moment. But anyway, these are in the showroom here at the Tesla store at Market Street here in the Woodlands. So let's take a look inside real quick. And so you can see here it's pretty plain looking inside. Everything's on the big iPad right there. Steering wheel is pretty simple. This lever right here is the one you double click to put it in autopilot. And take a look in the back seat here. Push this here and opens. So let's take a little gander inside. This is from the back seat. You can see the sunroof. And there's sunroof right back here. So anyway, let's get out of here in case there's any copyright issues about the music. Now let's go look at the Model S here. Push on the button, and that comes out like that. And then come inside here. I'm kind of squeezing in because the seat's kind of set back. But there's on the screen is United States with all the superchargers listed on it. Here's your steering wheel and the dashboard in front there. Shows you how many miles. You got at least 340 miles right now that you can go in this thing here. And anyway, this here has a big sunroof. The whole roof is this is all roof we're looking at right now. And that's all glass. I know you can't see much there. Anyway, this is your Model S. I wouldn't mind having this. So let's go take a look at the Model X. That's my car right there, though. That Model 3, that's what I want. That'd be it. So let's take a look at the Model S here a little bit. We already sat inside of it, and I took one view of this from the front. So now let's look inside the Model X here. Let's look take a look in the trunk first. See if I can figure out where that is, or if I can even do it from back here. Yeah, there we go. So this is the trunk, and this part right here folds into a seat. So you got 3 rows of seats.
Yes. I'm working. How are you?
So let's close this here. So I have a seat right here. And this is roomy. There's the front, steering wheel, the iPad, all kinds of games in this thing too, you know. Just imagine. This is about $85,000, just like the Model 3 is. I mean, not the Model 3. The Model 3 is about $35,000 basic. The Model S is about $85,000 also. So we'll go over and get in the passenger.
Don't touch it.
Yeah, so here we go. And I'm getting down kind of low on the battery here, so we're going to have to end this here pretty soon and get it to a charger. Anyway, Model X, $85,000. All right. Anyway, I'm headed down to, going to go south of 45, and I'm going to stop off, take the Rayford Sawdust exit and show you the two charging stations down there. One's by the HEB and the other one's by Walmart, and I'll show you there. One thing I think I forgot, let me close these windows here. I think you get a little wind, probably get some distortion from the wind. Cars. But anyway, that's a little better. Anyway, I apologize if there was wind and you couldn't hear anything. But one of the things I think I forgot to mention in any of my videos about the Model 3 was that, I forget whether it was the Model 3 or the Model X. But anyway, I believe they both have that capability of parking itself. And I think it was the Model X I was in, and Morgan, the salesperson, who, by the way, is a really nice person and really informative and willing to show you all kinds of things about the car and help you out and everything. But she said, you know, this car will park itself. And I said, well, I think I heard about it, but I've never seen it. And so we clicked on, you know, the mode for park itself, and I positioned myself in it, you know, like halfway, you know, the other car is about halfway the length of the Model X, and then I said park itself in, and it parked itself. It backed up into the, and I didn't have my hand on the wheel or anything, and it backed up into the parking space, and that was pretty cool. I forgot to mention that. So my Leaf here won't do that, but it wants to. Anyway, so if you ever, I'm repeating myself now, but if you ever want to go check out a Tesla, go to the Tesla store at the Market Street store, talk to, there's other people there too, but talk to Morgan. She's really friendly and really knowledgeable and won't lie to you, and she make you want to drive the car, you know, even if you're scared. Even if you're scared of autopilot, she'll talk you into it and make you feel good about it. So Morgan, remember that name. And ran into her again today after, like, was it 3 months or something, 4 months. And she was still pleasant. She was having an interview with her boss, and her boss was saying how good she was, and I was telling her other boss how good she was, and they all agreed with me. So Morgan, you're all right. Anyway, so now we're going down here to Rayford Sawdust, and we get to the HEB, and I'll show you that. So we're coming up on the HEB store. This here is the intersection 45 and Rayford Sawdust. Sawdust being to the right, and we're gonna pull over, and I'll pull in there and show you the charging station in HEB. And you got to pay for it. It's not free. It's EV Go charging system. But if you see it right there on the right, is the chargers. They got a regular level 1, or is it level? So level 1 charging. But and there's also the fast charging CHAdeMO. So let me just pull in right here, and I'll show you the. Roll my window down. So this is the HEB store at Rayford Sawdust and 45, and here we have. You got to use your phone app or your card. This here is the level 2 charging, and over here is your CHAdeMO. You can also use the CHAdeMO, and then there's the CCS charging. CCS chargers on the right, CHAdeMO's on the left, and I've used these a couple times, 3 times, and never had any problems with them. So the EV Go is here. So now let's go over to the Walmart, which is right down the road here to the right, and we'll take a look at this. So here we are at the Walmart store, Rayford Sawdust. I'm not sure exactly what street this is, but it's right off the Rayford Sawdust. Here you got, these are Electrify America charging stations. Now I've talked about this once before. The one right there in front of you, right there, that's the level 1. Doesn't give you much, or maybe it's level 2. Yeah, it's level 2. But it charges and it works. Now I've been here twice before, and I never have success with these things here. And as you can see, I'm going to pull it right in here. And if I were to pull in here, like, and stay in the slot, right? Stay in the slot, the parking lot, that hose ain't going to reach my car. That's one of the problems I've noticed with Electrify America. So what you got to do is you got to turn and park on the little yellow cross lines and pull yourself over like this so that the cords will reach in front of your car, which is kind of ridiculous. I don't know why they're so short. And this exact one right here is the only one that has CHAdeMO on it. The rest of them are CCS. And let me show you that. Here's my phone. But I had to pull my car over here on the yellow part so I could get the cord to reach my car. But anyway, so that's it for this part here. I'm going to stop one more place after this. You know, I'm stuck here in traffic trying to go south, get back home, and of course, you know, this is rush hour. But anyway, you know, that Volt you see right there is, you know, it's a hybrid. It's mostly gas and oil and stuff, but it has to have a small electric motor in it. I think it'll go like 30 miles, something like that on it. So, you know, if you can't just, you know, go fully electric, at least get a hybrid, you know, and something like this here is a good car, or the Prius, you know, the Toyota Prius. There's other hybrids too, but those are the two that come to my mind at the moment. And personally, I think you got to bite the bullet and go fully electric. But if you can't make yourself do it, then go this route right here. It's a Volt. The other day, as my wife and I were coming up from the mechanic shop or an airline, and as soon as we crossed 45, under 45, and we're on 249, normally it would take 20 minutes to get to 1960 on a regular day. It took us an hour and a half at least to get from 45 all the way to 1960, because they were doing some kind of construction on the road. Everybody was going into one lane up there, and it was just terrible. And this here reminds me of the same thing. It was like stop and go. One cool thing is, let me show you right here, is that in this car here anyway, when you're doing it good economically and and saving on electrons and things like that, the more trees you have showing, the better you've been doing. Well, I've been driving kind of fast, so I only got one tree. But when I was on that 249, I was going 5 and 10 miles an hour and less and stopping, and I had it in braking mode, so I would regenerate more electricity. And I had 4 trees going. And I rarely get one tree. And I try to drive economically. I don't speed, and I'm not heavy on the accelerator pedal and things like that. But usually I don't even get one tree, or I get half a tree or something. But the other day I had 4 trees going. That's because I was stopping and starting and stopping and going really slow, and had it in braking mode and eco mode. So all that combined was giving me 4 trees. And now I just got one. Like I said, I seldom ever go over the speed limit. Sometimes 1 or 2 miles. Then I feel like I'm speeding, speed racer or something. But traffic sucks. And nobody likes traffic. And the thing about it is, most of these cars have got one person in it. And all the ones out there in the freeway right to our left, one person. And they're all driving gas. Most of them are driving gas and oil cars. Like the car in front of us, the car to the left, the car to my immediate left. They're all, so you just think about it. They're putting out that toxic fumes. You're breathing it. Don't be surprised when you come down with lung cancer. You'd be thinking you've been smoking all your life. No, it's just from what you see right there in front of you. And we've been doing this for 90, 110 years. We've been doing this with vehicles. Granted, the vehicles are getting a little better and stuff, but still. And gas and oil cars are on the way out, and electric cars are on the way in. Hydrogen, forget about that. That's down the road. But electric is where it's at. So bite the bullet and go get an electric car, new or used. I already showed you where the Tesla store is, up in the Woodlands. Go up and talk to Morgan. You'll be glad you did. Anyway, hope you got something out of this video, and learned a little bit about the Woodlands area as far as charging goes, and where you can go to charge. And if I missed anything, let me know. I know it doesn't help anybody out in Seattle or San Francisco unless you're coming down here to visit. But anyway, it just goes to show you that, because a lot of people say, well, where do you go charging at? And I tell people, everywhere. The chargers are everywhere. Tesla charging is all over the place. It's ubiquitous. And places to charge your Leaf are everywhere. It's all around the city. Now you start trying to get out into the countryside a little bit, and they become a little more rare. But basically, they're everywhere. And hey, it is good news. I was up visiting my favorite, or my wife's favorite, financial investing center up in Livingston, and it's commonly known as a Noskila gaming resort. But anyway, I'd asked one of the top dogs there, one of the chiefs, his name's Scott, and I'd asked him about being able to charge my Leaf at their facility, and what the plans were for putting charging stations in the future. And of course, he had told me that it was in the works, but until they get some legal stuff, finalized and put in writing and stuff, nothing's going to happen. But the plan is for the gaming resort to put in charging stations for both Teslas and cars like mine and any other electric vehicle. But what he had done, though, is he had sent off an email to his people, his bosses, and asked them about, excuse me, about electric vehicle charging. and he showed me the email, and it said that they had nothing at the moment for Teslas, but as far as vehicles that can use a 110 outlet, they had 4 or 5 of them there at the facility on the outside. 1 or 2 of them in the front and 2 or 3 of them in the back. And that people who were able to use these to charge their cars were more than welcome to use them. You just kind of, you know, ask somebody in charge, say, hey, I got an electric car and I'd like to use your 110 outlet. It's been okayed, you know, by the the higher ups, and there should be no problem. Anyway, that's it for this video. Hope you got something out of it. Hope you learned something. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you thought it sucked, well, you know what to do. And take a look at my links below and do with them what you will. And other than that, just remember, run, EV, run.